Well, while you were sleeping, Israel launched a massive series of attacks on Iran, taking out key nuclear sites and killing multiple top military leaders. Obviously, Israel does not want Iran to have a nuclear weapon.
So Iran is retaliating
now.
And threatening to hold the United States responsible as well. So Doug Luzader is going over all that's happened and what is currently happening, because this is still going on at the minute.
Yeah, in fact, it seems like we're pretty early into this, actually, even given the scale and the scope of those attacks last night. The White House is trying to distance itself from those attacks, but there are clear signs that the administration knew something was in the works. Israeli fighter jets streak off into the night, dozens of them. Hours later, the impact was becoming clear.
Moments ago, Israel launched Operation Rising Lion.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announced the attack last night. It was an operation that involved not just an air campaign, but Israeli operatives apparently working on the ground in Iran. The targets, Iranian nuclear sites, scientists, and military leaders.
We targeted Iran's main enrichment facility in Natanz. We targeted Iran's leading nuclear scientists working on the Iranian bomb. We also struck at the heart of Iran's ballistic missile program.
Israel has already been fending off air attacks this morning. Posting on X, Iran's supreme leader threatened to retaliate. That Zionist regime, he wrote, should anticipate a severe punishment. By God's grace, the powerful arm of the Islamic Republic's armed forces won't let them go unpunished.
Well, I'd love to avoid the conflict.
Just yesterday, prior to the attacks, President Trump said he was trying to avoid this, hoping to continue nuclear talks with Iran this weekend. But he has also said repeatedly that Iran cannot have nuclear weapons, and these attacks could be a significant setback for the regime.
Trying to really dismantle and rubbleize the key nuclear sites in Iran so that Iran can never get back to being as close as they were to a bomb before last night.
Okay, there are reports of stepped-up security around the Israeli embassy here in Washington, and this city is already locking down ahead of that big army parade that is tomorrow. Mike and Alex.
Well, you live in D.C., the D.C. area, so are they still worried about the streets being crushed by these heavy equipment?
I mean, there may be some street damage. I mean, you put an Abrams tank on the street, that's a lot of weight.
Yes.
The parade route is relatively short. So that may, mitigate some of the damage. And, the tanks were brought in on trucks, which can obviously distribute that weight better. So, but yeah, I mean, it's, it's going to leave a mark.
Yeah, that's going to leave a mark.
Yeah. And quite an impression, I'm sure.
Yeah, Doug, we'll see you Monday.
And we're going to, just a few minutes from now, give you details on the celebration that's going to be happening here in Philadelphia as well, and what we're expecting to see here in our area.